Previously on Coruscant Nights. So you guys are watching the back hallway, looking tough, and two of your coworkers, Mitch and Glug, they are escorting a Keldor in from outside.
Evening, boys.
The three of you finish up that portion of the conversation. Mitch comes running around the corner. Boss, the guy, he escaped.
How did you let him escape? You had one job, Mitch. One job. To babysit that guy. You two.
Yes. Yep.
You're doing the job. You wanted to do it, you're doing it.
Wait, really? Point of interest, I did not want... You know what? It's fine.
Trassk just slams a big claw hand over his face and goes, "We'll do it."
On top of everything, there's a little data pad. So you see text exchanges about this robbery that you're supposed to pull off.
Anything pertinent, like what we're trying to get?
Yes, you are trying to get a very rare and valuable egg.
Nice.
The person who is in possession of the egg is Kish Tukati. Kish Tukati is a Chadra fan.
Oh, yeah.
He's a small arms dealer.
Yeah, he's small.
There was a meeting set up with Kish Tukati. They've falsified the person who was meeting with him. It's scheduled to be a separatist militia. Is supposed to be buying weapons from him. There's an old Umbaran proverb that says, "Be true to yourself. And if you can't do that, lie through your teeth." And he walks away, leaving you alone in the hall with the Wookiee and the two Senate guards.
Yeah, and Trassk has come back to the same spot. He goes, "Yeah, we're in here."
Oh, good. Hello. I'd say to the two Senate guards, and then the Wookiee. Hello. I don't know why I said that. And try to walk by.
Can you roll me a xenology to see how badly you offended him?
Sure can.
I think in the past I've made the Wookiee language 3 difficult.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Well, here's the thing about that. That is 2 threats and a net 2 failures.
Okay. You did not say anything coherent.
Okay.
How about
just
that?
Nonsense. It's gibberish.
Yeah, which is offensive to him. It's like, yeah, you can imagine what it's like.
Yep, I was going to say, it could be worse, but maybe not.
Yeah. So he angrily opens the door for you, and he gives Trassk quite the look and pushes Stassis into the room.
Trassk definitely just sort of... I think he just probably covers his face with one of his claws and, bends his head down and tries to just sort of, nudge on by and nod and not smile because...
You don't want to try and do a fear check on the Wookiee as you pass him?
I think I might have a fear check. Because I know what the Trandoshans did to the Wookiees, are still doing to the Wookiees, and I'm not a fan of that. I got off-world.
This Wookiee looks particularly tough as well. He's got some scars on his face, and he's got a cybernetic eye.
Yeah, I'm definitely freaked out by that.
He also has intimidating, so I'd like you to do a fear check.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. So you just got 1 rank in intimidating?
Yes, 1 rank in fearsome.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1 purple. You know what? I'm going to use one of my dark side points. Let's make it a red.
Sure.
This is the scariest Wookiee I've ever seen.
That's definitely in character. You said that from behind.
I say to Trassk as he's looking at the Wookiee.
It's discipline, right?
It is discipline, yeah. Or you could make it cool if you wanted.
This one's definitely better for me. Oh, thank goodness. It is a success with 2 advantages.
Wow. Okay. It is the scariest Wookiee you've ever seen, but you don't scare easily. Do you have any ideas for your advantages?
I think he's also a little off balance by the sight of me. I think it's one of those moments where you sort of like you see somebody else like intimidating or bizarre, off-putting across the room, and you just sort of like stiffen up and,
Yeah, so like rather than either of you two scaring each other, you just kind of made each other uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's just sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
The Senate guards are like, yeah.
I know that sounds more like a failure, but I think the two of you might just be really awkward for the rest of your interactions.
That's very fair.
Do you try to make like a little bit of small talk?
Oh, I think so. I think I totally lapsed back into Trandoshan accent too, and just, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. I mean, meet you. Yeah, lovely. You also enjoyed the concert. No, that was stupid. You have to be standing out here the whole time. Shoot.
And the door closes behind you.
Good job.
Kish Tukati's box is very nice. Looking around, it's dark in the corners and sort of bright in the center. There's a small table, and by small I mean it's just a couple feet off the ground, and a few small chairs around it. There is a pile of pillows near the box balcony, and you see Kish lounging on the pillows with a couple Twi'lek ladies.
Oh, my. I hope we didn't interrupt anything. I'm very sorry.
Oh, gentlemen, are you my contacts? We have a meeting here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I think we should enjoy a little bit of the concert before we get down to business. Would you two like to join me?
That sounds delightful.
If we could, Mr. Tukati, sir.
Please, have a seat. And he gestures towards the pillows. Kish Tukati is a very small man. He has white fur and sort of a bat face with an upturned nose. He's very well dressed and has rings on his fingers and little earrings in his big bat ears.
Mm-hmm. I lean over to Stassis and then I just say, like, okay, I know he's a powerful, like, arms dealer, crime lord, black market guy, but he's adorable.
He's very cute. As I sit, I'm gonna, as sneakily as possible, pull out my comm and text Beverly for any information I can about Chandrosa and the cold drivers.
You get a text back that says it's in very large type, Chandraza and the core drivers, ?
Yes. I'm trying to do it with one hand, like under my seat, but it's not going.
Yeah, so that the light doesn't shine around. What info do you want to know about them? I've got all the info you need.
The information I'm trying to get is, like, verbatim. Do you have any factoids, any kind of trivia with which I could impress a fancy, tiny man?
That's the exact text you sent.
Verbatim.
Perfect.
It takes we're talking like 15 minutes to text this with one hand. Like a really long time.
So as you're texting that, the first act has gone on, which is the Hanji rhythm experience. So you see a person with 15 very flexible arms come up on stage.
Wow.
Sort of glossy mauve skin and start playing quite a few instruments.
Nice.
At the same time. And you find out that Chandraza is a Rhodian with a rainbow mohawk.
Hell yeah.
The band plays sort of jazz punk music, and the concerts are supposed to be kind of an experience.
Do we learn this via text from Beverly or via watching the next thing? Okay.
And I think really the text, Beverly passed the phone to your teenage daughter,
yes,
who texted you very quickly.
Okay.
What was your teenage daughter's name?
Let's say Shrelby.
Cool.
Trassk is just looking around though and trying to like figure out, just what's around and sort of like take in the opulence of this box. Because you said that Kish, Mr. Tukati, this is his personal box that he gets all the time, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, give me a perception
Sure.
check. 2 difficulty.
1 there. Complete wash.
Oh, great. So you're sitting in a box. It's pretty dark. You're on some pillows. There are at least 6 people in the room, besides you and Stassis. The 2 Twi'leks, Kish Ducati, and 3 of Kish Ducati's goons.
Okay.
And they're standing off in the dark corners.
And I think Trassk is probably just so starstruck by this moment. Also, like, Hanji rhythm experience, just like the sheer force of the instruments and the sound waves coming off the stage are just sort of like washing over him. He's just like, enraptured by all of it. So he's just sort of like broad strokes getting all the like sensory input.
Yeah, there's a ton going on too. Like, there are little cam droids sort of zooming around, videotaping everything. There's a large projection of Hanji so that the people in the back seats can see. You can see the crowd down below in like the pit dancing, going nuts. But you don't spot that egg anywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to go over and sort of hunker down as best I can across from Kish Ducati and say, "Boy," I assume it's very loud.
It is very loud.
"This sure is an experience. This concert is. In fact,
You're right.
yeah. Are there earplugs? It's a little loud. I mean, is that available?"
And he's got really big ears. So yeah, you'd probably want earplugs. He puts up a finger in the air and waves one of his goons down and yells, "This boy wants some earplugs."
Oh, thank you, goon.
And the goon goes into a bag somewhere and pulls out some earplugs for you.
Great, thank you. That's very kind of you. Should we talk about the business?
No, not yet. We really wanna enjoy this experience. They don't call it the Hanji Rhythm Experience for nothing.
Excellent. I'll go back to enjoying it.
Yeah, enjoy it. This is a once in a lifetime experience. Every concert's different,
It is. Were you aware that Chandrosa has a rainbow mohawk?
Yeah, I was aware of that. I've met him, he's quite the guy.
Wow, that's crazy. Me too, we're friends? I turn back to Trash and, put my hands up and turn back and try to smile back at Kish Ducati.
Should we do a deception check?
Oh, for sure. Certainly.
Okay.
Ooh, I get to add a boost die to all deception, charm, and negotiation checks. Am I good at this?
Great.
We're about to find out. Oh, I'm not bad at this.
You're not bad? Okay.
Could be worse. A yellow and 2 greens.
Against 4 purples.
Yeah, that's a big.
That's just Kish Ducati right there. All those purples.
Can I would like to flip one of our light side points to upgrade one of these greens to a yellow and get a last minute text that I see from Shrelby.
Uh-huh. What did it say?
That's saying Chandrosa, some really hard tabloid Chandrosa, Chandrosa just broke up with his partner of 7 cycles, and it's a big deal. And maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but I'm going to throw it in. Oh yes, the tragic news about Chandrosa's relationship status. Hot dog.
Wow.
That is a triumph. A triumph and a threat is what it works out to.
That was insider information. Nobody knows that except Chandrasa's friends.
and Shroby's blog.
Yeah. She just heard it from one of her friends on Spacebook. Mm-hmm. This is brand new information. I can't even believe you knew that. You know Chandrasa. The 3 of us really need to get together for drinks or something later.
I couldn't agree more. I think that would be an excellent and not at all stressful experience. There's beads of sweat coming down.
And Trassk is just leaning over, trying to catch half of this. He just heard, breaking, Trelby. He's not getting any of it, but he's just kind of smiling and nodding, and I'm part of this.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so it seems like Kish is starting to trust you a little bit.
My goal was to earn trust with you through mutual experience.
Well, it's paying off.
Excellent. Shall we make a deal?
Yeah, I've had enough of this experience. Let's head over to the table.
Excellent. I assume the table is like a foot behind me.
And Trassk is only like half. He's still only like half able to hear. He's like, "Yeah, this is Hanji rhythm experience. You're right."
I'm gonna spin towards Trassk and give him 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
So Kish walks over to the table and sits down in the seat that is the correct size for him.
I'm assuming the seat is the correct size that I'm going to sit in is the correct size for him as well.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so he gestures to another one of his goons and has him close off sort of a barrier between the box and the place where all the music is happening. And it is immediately much quieter. You can still hear the music. It's being piped in, and the lights go on in here. And there's a little hologram in the corner of the musicians playing.
Got it.
I really expected you fellas to be a little bit shorter.
Oh, it's all right. Common mistake. And I'm going to try to sit in the chair.
I just imagine you sitting in the chair with pretty much with your knees in your face.
Yeah. And like maybe I like sort of break one of the arms off a little bit, but just hold it there.
I think Trassk is just gonna like look over. He's gonna come over and like try to find a spot. But just gonna crisscross applesauce it, you know.
So you put your hands on the table, and Kish sort of looks over at your big claws, and puts them in his hand, and looks at him like, "Your hands are a little bit big for my weapons. And by the looks of these, you don't need any weapons. You're already well equipped."
Oh well. Thank you. That's really that's very kind of you. We happen to have. I don't know exactly how to say this in a non-insulting way, but we have friends who are.
Try me.
I'm sorry?
Try me.
We have friends who are of more of a compact, diminutive, sort of
efficient stature.
Efficient, fun size.
Oh.
We have our compatriots.
Normal size.
Right, normal size.
You've got some normal size friends.
Right, sure. Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
Normal, but a little bit smaller than normal, right?
Right.
Because that's what size your weapons are, right?
He's completely silent, just waiting for you two to.
Because you're small. You're small.
Our friends are also little.
We know a lot of Ewoks,
but not in that way.
Right? You know what I mean.
We welcome all kinds, all our friends,
all sizes,
who want to live in peace, but not too much peace.
Right, because we
they
need
want
some weapons. Yeah,
but
well, you boys had me at Ewoks.
Excellent.
Those little warriors are fierce.
Yeah. I mean, see what they can do with a couple of sticks and rocks. I mean, imagine your incredible technology in their tiny little hands.
Yeah, or maybe even one of your fine eggs.
Excuse me?
I just throwing out examples of things you sell.
Right. Weapons.
Eggs.
Wonderful experiences.
Eggs.
I'm assuming illicit substances.
Eggs. Or other things.
Let's see. He only reacts to eggs with his face. I just rolled a cool check for him, which he passed. But he got some threats. So you see a quick range of expressions go across his face, from confused to a little, maybe some realization, and then stone-faced. We're talking about weapons here, correct?
I mean,
Yeah.
of
Do you mind if we sidebar quick?
Do you hear that? Are the clones coming here?
What?
I just heard some sirens.
No. I think that was probably one of Hanji's, special effects.
Oh yeah, that seems very likely. Yes.
Definitely no clone. We don't have clone friends. We don't know clones. We don't actually. We don't like clones.
You had better not have clone friends. You're supposed to be separatists. This is at least the story that I've been told.
Love separation. We think things should be apart from one another.
Right.
That's one of our deepest held beliefs. Except for
All right.
us and the
you,
weapon
and you.
you sell.
Yeah.
Those two things should be together. Beads of sweat. Just beads dripping off the chin.
Trassk just sort of nervous laughs.
The curtain must have cut off some of the circulation in the room. I'm sorry. I'm just a damp dandy, and I'm going to start trying to mop my brow with my tie.
I feel like I don't even need to be here. One of Kishtikati's goons brings up a little cloth for you to wipe off.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, this is so fancy.
This is very nice.
So cool.
This is a nice cloth. You don't skimp, which I appreciate. I hope that is the same for your weapons, which I assume are of a high quality. Not too high so you can't reach it, but can I get another
Trassk
claw?
just puts another claw over his face.
You two seem awfully nervous. This is your first time doing something like this.
How could you tell?
I'll level with you. We're newly separated, and yes, we don't know what it's like. It's a new experience. We don't usually work together with others, but as you know, we're separatists.
We work together.
We work together. We are not separated.
Yeah.
So when we're newly separated, then we don't know.
Because usually we're the backdoor guys.
Yes, usually we're the backdoor guys.
We're the separatist specialists.
The backdoor
It
guys.
was a nickname from our old work.
But now they said this is the big break.
This is the big break, and we're here to.
But not too big.
Yep, not too big.
This is all very interesting, but I think we should get down to business.
I would love that.
An excellent
That's great.
idea.
That's great.
All right, yes.
How many units are we talking?
How many?
A dozen?
In a unit?
Usually they come in dozens, right?
Like thermal detonators or blasters or what is?
So I specialize in blast. So
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
obviously, you obviously haven't done this before.
Guilty as charged,
Kishtek,
but not pleading guilty to the clones. Just sorry. Move on. Keep going.
are you done?
Yep, we're done. Sorry.
Kishtek specializes in blasters. We do sell small explosives, not the type that you can launch in a projectile launcher. We're talking units as in individual blasters.
Oh, all right.
We can have them shipped to you in the Outer Rim if need be for an extra charge. We can have them shipped discreetly for a further charge. Do you have any questions?
Well, do you? I guess maybe this isn't the appropriate setting given the security for a concert this fancy. But did you happen to have any with you that we could see? I mean, obviously we're aware of the fine craftsmanship of Kishtek, but just it's always different to see one right in front of you too.
He looks over his shoulder and snaps his finger and says, "Bali, bring over the box." And a Pantoran, blue-faced with some yellow tattoos on his face, walks over with a little, kind of like a briefcase that he opens up. And there are 3 very normal-sized blasters in there with tiny little handles.
That is delightful. That's right. I mean, very
Impressive.
practical.
Yep.
Your miniaturization of
Normalization
of the firing apparatus is truly exquisite. Do you mind if I pick one up?
Please do. They're not loaded. They don't have they don't have the gas cylinder in there right now.
Got it.
Okay.
Can I even fit my finger into the trigger under the trigger guard, or is it just too small?
Let's do a coordination check.
Okay. Hey, I'm not bad at this.
Hard. 3 difficulty.
3 difficulty. Got 3 greens and a yellow. Ooh, it's not looking good. And it's not good. That is failure with 2 advantages.
Okay, you get your finger in there and it's stuck.
Oh, I think the advantages is I play it off that it kind of looks like I intended to see how the craftsmanship is. This trigger guard is not breaking even as my finger is in here. This is very good, and I think I'm flopping the gun around by my finger now.
The other advantage could be that you're so sweaty it just slides off.
as you wiggle it
I'm gonna
around.
flop it around a couple times. Look, it's sticking on there. Then it flies back.
It goes through the projection of the Hanji rhythm experience and hits the wall.
Excellent. I always like to test durability. I'm going to pick up the gun and look at it. Good durability.
Yeah, this one's yours.
Okay, great. Yep. Let's just put that on the list. That's 1.
So yeah, I mean, how many units do you think?
I think. Could I confer with my compatriot for a moment here?
Please do.
All right.
Let me know if you need me to leave you alone.
Oh yeah, no worry. We'll just
We'll turn a little bit
here.
He can't hear us anyways.
Yeah, I think. Do you think it's a secret, the egg, to him or to us? Do I need to give a signal for him to give us the egg?
Maybe if we guess the right.
Do they lay eggs?
Oh, maybe that's why he looked so upset.
I know.
That might be a cultural thing.
It might be. I don't.
Maybe if we give the right number of units, that's the code for him to give us the egg.
Or the eggs. This is what I was thinking.
It's got to be a dozen, though, right? I think you're dead on with that.
Let's try it. Let's test the waters. Okay. Rick.
Go team.
Have you decided?
Thank you.
Yeah, we have a further query. What would you say if we were to order perhaps 12 blasters in a carton? Would that intrigue you in any...
I'd say that's not very many blasters.
Oh, sure.
24.
We ship in quantities of 300. That's six crates.
So 300
6 crates.
times.
Is that 6 crates? They're tight. They're
big.
the small grip really lets you pack them in together.
Yes,
That
I can
makes
see
sense.
that as yes.
So if we go 300 times 4,
Does someone have a calculator?
so that would be 100 dozens for 1,200 units.
Would that intrigue you? And I'm
And they
going
both
to
raise their eyebrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna we both raise one eyebrow and wink with the other eye.
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it worked.
I think excellent.
Excellent.
So-
even.
Yes.
Trassk has made a perception check already, right?
Yes.
Let's get one from Stassis.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not good at this. Actually, am I? Oh no, I'm good at this. I'm pretty good at this. Look at me. What difficulty?
Let's say average, but a step back for your nervousness. So 2 purples and a black.
How dark is this room? Because I get to remove setback dice when I'm in the dark.
You know what? The lights have come on.
Damn it. Oh, hachi machi. That is That is 4 successes and 2 threats.
I think Hachimachi is another Wookiee slur.
Luckily for you, the Wookiee's outside. That actually might be something in Ewokies.
Oh, that's fair.
So as you say the number that you think is the right number,
1,200 crate or
1,200 units.
Oh, yes, okay.
1,200 units. Yeah. You spot a little glistening metal on a chain around Kish Ducati's neck. How many threats did you get?
I got 2 threats.
Okay. So he sees you see it.
Yeah.
And he buttons up his shirt, which was like way on
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had a lot of fluffy chest hair, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, in the tradition, I'm going to try to, like, get a signal to Trassk through, like, direct eye contact as I say this. In the tradition, in the Umbaran people, on the completion of a deal, we like to exchange a piece of jewelry with our new friends who we've made a deal with.
Trassk
It's an interesting tradition.
It's from a small region of Umbara, a very dark region. Haha. It's a joke we make on Umbara. The sweat is back. But I would love to share this tradition with you. I look down at my hands. All I have is my wedding ring. And it like slips right off because it's so sweaty.
And Trassk is just looking, his like eyebrow raised in like the 100 dozens is just now like confused and like eyes wide at you.
So, shall we make a trade to seal the deal?
That's an odd tradition.
It's very esoteric, I know, but I would love to have your necklace.
Well, I'm not giving you my necklace. If anything, you're going to get one of these little earrings here, the little silver one.
The tradition is whoever gives their wedding ring gets to select the item of jewelry from the other person.
Can I see what the goons are doing in the background while this is happening?
They are exchanging glances, and one of them's looking at his comlink, not paying any attention at all.
Okay, so this isn't like super concerning. It just looks really weird, and it's gotten very tense between the two of them. Trassk is just real confused.
Yeah. One of the Twi'lek ladies is asleep, and you hear her lightly snoring. I would like a deception check.
Yeah,
from Stassis.
like that. I am okay at deception. That is 2 greens and a yellow and a blue because I'm an Umbaran.
Lucky for you, I feel like it should be against his knowledge.
Okay.
Where is Umbara?
Oh, this is... It's got to be on the outer rim, right? Or at least somewhere in this...
At least mid.
Yeah, because it was a separatist planet.
Well, anyway, it's the same. So it's going to be against... I'm going to upgrade one of them with a dark side point.
Got it.
So it's 2 purples and a red.
All right. The sweat is just dripping off the ring. Take the ring, please. Oh, that is
Not as bad as it could be.
success. No. Wait. No. That is a success. That is a success with... That's it.
Just a success.
It is just a success with no... Yeah.
Wow.
That was a crazy roll. Yep. That was that. Yep.
You know, I think I've heard of that tradition.
I'm glad you have. So glad. It's beautiful when cultures share.
I am imagining Stassis gesturing widely with his hands, and the ring flies off. Well, this item is particularly precious to me, and I would prefer to not part with it. He reaches into his shirt and pulls out, it looks like a little cylinder, and it's got a metal top and a metal bottom, and it's like almost like a little test tube, and inside it there's a little like perfect sphere. And when his hand touches the bottom of it, some little lights come on in the bottom, and when they light the sphere, it sort of glistens.
Whoa.
Like it's
That's
covered in a word that I can't think of.
Egg.
covered in egg.
Covered in egg.
No, Stas says that out loud. Just egg.
That is that's a gorgeous piece of jewelry.
This is an
It's
egg.
an egg of what?
It's from a kabi bird. They were native to my home planet of Chad. Do you know anything about Chad?
We're talking about a planet, right?
We're talking about the planet Chad.
That, I've heard of stories of an old.
I would try to roll a
Country.
knowledge check on that. It's not going to be
Yeah,
good, but I give it a
Please
shot.
do.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't know.
It's
There's a place called Chad.
Outer Rim. Yeah.
It doesn't
Knowledge
matter
Outer
to
Rim.
me. I have the same knowledge for everywhere. Difficulty?
2 difficulty. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a failure with an advantage.
You don't know
Got it.
anything about Chad. Well, you have an advantage. Do you have any ideas for that?
I think my advantage will be I'm going to honestly say I'm not familiar with that place and not try to lie.
and he respects you for that.
Yeah, he nods. Chad's home to the Chadrafan, my people. We've got an interesting relationship with our tides.
Which with your
They come in
tides, as in like the ocean tides.
as in the ocean.
Very good. Yes.
They tend to flood the coasts
Mhm.
massively, leading to mass extinctions. That's why I'm here and not there. It's not a great place to live. This is the last egg of the kabi bird.
Wow.
Otherwise, it is extinct
So are you?
from the flood.
I don't know if this is a sensitive topic, but are you just keeping it? Are you hoping to hatch it someday, or?
You know, it's a memento from my home planet, and he gets a little teary. And you know, the only kabi bird that's left it's owned by one of the huts, Grabus the Hut, and she just refuses to sell it to me. And I thought if I could get them both, then I could bring the bird back from extinction. But
That is a beautiful.
he looks off into the distance.
That's a beautiful quest. I think that's a very. That's a good thing to do, and I
Start
think,
talking about the bird's family.
and I think that family is so beautiful.
No.
And even if it's, God, now you've got me going.
Oh no.
And the tears are mixing with the sweat.
Stassis is on his whole family thing, and Trassk is paying attention. Grabus the Hut rings a bell.
Oh, okay.
Grabus the Hut is your boss's sister.
So that's why she knows about this, or why Pana knows about this.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, totally. He totally is. He's muttering to himself, "Oh, so that's why Pana probably knows about this."
Are you really saying that out loud?
I probably say, so that's why he knows about this.
I always like to tell my family it's good to have a good cry now and then, and then it's good. It's good for the soul. That's a beautiful tale, and that egg is truly a beautiful item that I had.
What if?
I'm sorry.
What if I told you we know someone who might be able to reunite that adorable, and Trassk chokes that word out because he doesn't really like these stories and thinks that this bird family idea is ridiculous. But true.
Also, probably a word he's never said before.
Yeah,
It's all right, Trassk.
Adorable.
It's all right to feel. And I put my hand on his claw. Open up.
Bird family. But you would have to trust us with that egg.
I thought you said it was a tradition and that I have to give it to you.
I mean, we're really killing two birds with one stone here. Bad expression. I'm sorry. It was the first one that came to mind.
When you said kavi bird, I remembered, or I'm sorry, when you said Grebus, the hut, that just reminded me that I do happen to have a friend who has a friend who has a friend who has an acquaintance who might be able to have an in with Grebus, the hut, and so it might be that if you send that egg with us, we could maybe see the Kavi bird family reunited.
What's the most important thing to you? That
To me?
you have the bird and the egg, or that the birds live on and have new life?
That the bird and the egg have each other. Because we may be separatists, but that doesn't mean we believe everything should be separate.
Birds and eggs should be together. That is definitely a thing we believe.
Kish Ducati is just standing there with his mouth open. And I'm going to shoot my last dark side point, because at that moment, Chandraza comes on. And he looks over and he claps his little hands together and says, Chandraza's on. We will get back to this conversation later. It's time for more music.
And as he's walking away from the table, Trassk just like, oh, I thought we were so close there. I thought we were so close with your whole like family thing. You were really getting to him.
I think
that was a good line. That was a good play. That was really good.
I even surprised myself there at times.
Kish Ducati's goon Bali turns the lights off and opens up that screen again, and you are bombarded with music. Stassis puts his earplugs back in.
Yes, immediately.
And it is intense. The lights, the sounds, this big band led by this multicolored Rhodian, and you pretty much can't hear anything except the music for the next half hour.
Got it. I would like to step out of the box briefly.
Okay.
And make a phone call to Basaram.
Okay. So you step out of the box and the Wookiee...
I'll just be a moment, Trassk. The Wookiee. Yep, you are still very scary. Good. Congratulations.
You headed to the stairwell?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the stairwell, just somewhere where there's like a modicum of privacy. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to call up Basaram.
It rings twice and Basaram picks up.
Did you get it?
Mr. Basaram, we are so close to this egg, you would not even believe it. And, it's sometimes the closest when you're the furthest away. Do you know what I mean?
Silence.
Well, here's what I think I mean. Was there a plan beyond... He's a very cute little man, and he has a very sad story about a bird. And we can't kill anyone, and I can't hurt these birds. They're extinct, Mr. Basaram. They're extinct, except for one, and it's the last egg, and I know my performance review is coming up soon, but maybe if we could just... I'm just looking for a little advice on how I can make this happen in a way that no one gets hurt. And you're one of the wisest people I know.
He's not.
Listen, that thief got away. If this egg gets away, I'm dead. You're dead. We're all dead. Do you want that? Does your family want that?
Of course not. I just... There's a... You didn't hear about the bird, but that's okay. Well...
Grabbus wants that egg. Pana's gonna get that egg for Grabbus. Otherwise, there's gonna be family problems. I know how you feel about family problems.
I know, they're the most tragic problems. Family should be closest. Family should be who you can turn to when no one else is around. You know, I have a small anecdote about family that I would like to share with you now.
You know, I don't have time.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Later.
I have to go talk to my boss about why this guy got away.
That's... all right, well, we're gonna do our best to get this egg.
Boss Aram's gonna do a little something.
All right. He's probably like, is he a little hollow man, or am I talking to him on the... I feel like he's probably a little hollow man on like a thing, right?
I like the idea that he's a little hollow man.
It's the most impractical way to call someone in the universe.
Yep. I need to find his stats real quick.
Okay.
I didn't really expect him to be much more than a voice in this, so...
And I think the Wookiee walks by at one point, going to the bathroom, and I'm just gonna hide him. Just gonna hide him behind my back.
You just put your hand around it so that
I try to like just mute him, but it makes him bigger. He's like 3 feet. Like, nope. Sorry.
Okay. Well, he's gonna give this a go. He sort of starts to whisper a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Stassis. I know your performance review's been coming up, and you've been doing a good job.
I appreciate that.
And I really think that the two of you can do this.
And I tried to make a leadership check, but he just got a strike.
Do you hear me? You can do it, okay? So do it.
Okay, all right. We'll do it. We'll get the egg. We'll get the egg.
Is that it? You done?
Did you want to talk about if I could take off a little early, just like a half hour?
The hologram turns off.
Okay, I'll put that as a maybe. And I'm gonna walk back up into the box.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thanks to Joe and Peter for playing on this episode. Be sure to check out their brand new Star Wars RPG podcast, The Fools Who Follow. Now available wherever you get your podcasts.
Our music is by Mark Eberhardt and Nick Scourin. You can find Nick's music at pro-am.bandcamp.com.
You can find us on social media at Coruscant Night on Twitter, and you can email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com.
Love the show and want to show your support? Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or visit our Patreon.
Check it out at patreon.com/CoruscantNights. Now don't forget that we've got a giveaway going on right now. All you have to do to enter is leave us a rating and a review, and send it to us. We're giving away 1 set of Women of the Galaxy postcards, and a set of 3 books that capture that Coruscant Night spirit. Tales of the Bounty Hunters, Tales from Jabba's Palace, and Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina. Patreon patrons are automatically entered, and we're happy to ship overseas. We'll notify our 2 winners on August 12th. And last but not least, we now are proud to announce that we have Coruscant Nights merch. Head on over to CoruscantNights.com to find the link to our store, where you can get t-shirts and stickers with phrases such as
Son of a gun dark.
And
I'm always feeling lucky.
Along with shirts with our logos on them. Stop by CoruscantNights.com today to find out more. Now stay tuned for a preview of one of our new favorite shows, Solo Shot.
My name is Castian Saya. Taken as a child, trained as a youngling, sold as a slave and saved by the Empire. I am tired of others defining my life for me. So I shall take my destiny into my own hands.
The Fandible Solo Shot is a 2-person actual play audio drama using Fantasy Flight Games' Star Wars Force and Destiny system. Set in the waning years of the Empire's stranglehold on the galaxy, follow Imperial Inquisitor Castian Saya as he seeks a greater understanding of the Force. The saga continues, new episodes every Thursday. Search for Fandible Solo Shot on your favorite podcast platform or learn more at fandible.com.
And may the Force be with you.